Welcome to Finders Fair. We're here today with Annie Orchard, local artist, who is the featured artist of our next class show, opening December 1st, first Thursday in December. Her show will be on display the whole month of December and will be up until the first Thursday of January. So Annie, let's go in and have a visit. Annie, we are glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now, you started off in life here in Beaumont. You, as a young child, 7 years old, I think you said, you started taking art lessons from Ruth Borenstein, and you took lessons from other people. You went to Lamar University, studied art under Jerry Newman and Robert Madden. You were friends with local artists Paul Manis and Keith Carter. You've had quite a background in art. Then you went away, you went to Dallas, worked for Neiman Marcus in their visual, again, art department. And then did your own catalog work with art. And then you came back to Beaumont, and we're awfully glad you did. Now your work today, is it mostly abstract, or is it, you use a lot of collages.
Yes.
And would you
And
call
it's abstract.
Well, now this painting of a doll, is that, I mean, it's representational, but you call it still abstract?
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell me about this one. Is this, any part of this a collage?
Oh, yeah. The background was done with acrylic, with newspaper print put down into the acrylic. There's some magazine pieces.
And that's all behind the red?
It's behind all of it. And then there's some scratched off paint behind it. It's got a lot of texture.
Well, when you started with something like this, in all of your art, when you start, you see the blank paper, do you know what you're going to do?
No, I think of a color, like I thought of red. I was in a red mood. So I just start the background and texture it and get it like I like it. And then I just start going for it. And it comes from my heart. I don't know what it's going to be. And then I do it, and I finish it, and I go, oops, that turned out pretty well.
So
Don't know where it came from, but...
But it satisfies you. You know it's finished.
Mm-hmm.
And do you always sign your work?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think that's important. Now, so you're not linked to one particular color. I heard you say that this you were in a red mood.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how you feel as the color. So color is kind of the first motivation when you do a painting?
Kind of, yes, or a piece of paper that has something on it that I like out of a 52 magazine, 1952, and something will inspire me. In fact, it may get covered up.
Now you've done a lot of study in art history of different artists. All your past, who would you say was your biggest influence in your art?
Probably Picasso.
That's a good one to be influenced by. Do you feel that, well, do you paint every day?
Mm-hmm.
About how many hours a day do you paint?
Well, sometimes I'll get obsessive and I'll paint till in the night. I'll take breaks during the day. Sometimes I just paint 3 or 4 hours. But it's like I have to do something.
Well, now you have, I think you said it was called essential tremors. It's something with your hands that causes your hands to shake at times. Not all the time, but sometimes. But that influences your art, doesn't it?
Yes, very much.
So, do you paint even when you have that?
Yes, and sometimes I have to hold my hand with the other hand to try to keep it still, but even when the other hand's shaking too, it's kind of hard to do it.
Well, when all that's going on in your body, why don't you just take a break?
Well, I do. That's break time. But sometimes it still does it, and I still have to force myself to do it, but it's very slow.
Do you ever take a vacation from your art?
I did for about a year. I don't know what year it was. I just had a block. I just couldn't do anything.
What ended the block?
I don't know. I kind of had a, sounds corny, but I had kind of a epiphany. And then I started painting every single day. This past year, I can't not paint or do something creative.
Well, we hope you will come out and meet Annie in person. Fascinating person. And again, she'll be here first Thursday in December, which is December the 1st, from 5 to 9. She'll have quite a few paintings here on exhibit, and it'll be hanging for the whole month until January the 5th. Please come out and meet Annie and see her work. Thank you very much for watching.